2 decades ago, Batman Begins didn't just relaunch the Caped Crusader, it redefined what superhero films could be. With its grounded tone, psychological complexity, and character-first storytelling, the film paved the way for Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy and changed the trajectory of comic book movies forever. Now, as the movie celebrates its 20th anniversary, co-writer David S. Goyer has offered insight into what made Batman Begins work and what most modern superhero movies are getting wrong. In a recent interview with Josh Horowitz on the Happy, Sad, Confused podcast, Goyer reflected on how he and Nolan approached crafting Bruce Wayne's origin story. His comments, while nostalgic, also served as a blunt critique of how superhero films are too often developed today. Villains should serve the story, not the other way around. Goyer revealed that when he and Nolan began writing Batman Begins, the story came first, not the villains. "We identified what kind of story we wanted to tell, irrespective of the villains," Goyer explained. "And then, we found villains who helped tell that story." In Batman Begins, the emotional core is Bruce Wayne's internal battle, his fear of failing his father's legacy, and his struggle to turn fear itself into a tool for justice. This core theme led naturally to the inclusion of villains like Scarecrow, who literally weaponizes fear, and Ra's al Ghul, who functions as a twisted surrogate father. Rather than forcing iconic names into the plot, the film chose villains based on how well they mirrored or challenged Bruce's journey. This approach stands in stark contrast to many contemporary superhero films, where recognizable villains are often inserted early in development to appeal to fans or build franchises, not because they best serve the protagonist's emotional arc. As Goyer points out, this reversal often leads to bloated narratives and underdeveloped character motivations. The Dark Knight trilogy's legacy in a franchise-driven era. Goyer's commentary cuts to the heart of a larger issue in modern superhero cinema, the prioritization of brand over storytelling. With the rise of interconnected universes and multi-film arcs, studios often announce which characters will appear before they even know what kind of story they want to tell. This leads to movies that feel more like marketing tools than narratives, contributing to the widespread superhero fatigue that now shadows the genre. In contrast, Batman Begins was about Bruce Wayne first, and everything else, Gotham's underworld, the League of Shadows, the Rogues Gallery, was built around his transformation. The villains were thematic reflections of Bruce's inner conflict, not just box office bait. How Batman Begins turned villains into storytelling tools. Every antagonist in Batman Begins plays a meaningful role in Bruce's evolution. Ra's al Ghul, played by Liam Neeson, serves as a dark father figure, a reflection of Bruce's need to live up to his real father's legacy. Bruce's eventual rejection of Ra's ideology is the turning point where he truly becomes Batman on his own terms. Scarecrow, meanwhile, represents fear in its purest form. His hallucinogenic toxin becomes a literalized version of Bruce's inner demons, forcing the hero to confront what scares him most. By overcoming Scarecrow, Bruce also overcomes his own paralyzing guilt and fear. Even Carmine Falcone, the crime boss of Gotham, contributes to Bruce's awakening. In one early scene, Falcone tells Bruce that you always fear what you don't understand, introducing the idea that fear itself can be power. This idea becomes the very philosophy that fuels Bruce's transformation into the Dark Knight, a symbol designed to strike terror into the hearts of criminals. The blueprint modern superhero movies should revisit. What made Batman Begins resonate wasn't just its action or visual flair, it was its commitment to telling a personal, character-driven story. By selecting villains who challenged Bruce Wayne thematically, the film created a tightly woven origin tale that still stands as a high watermark in the genre. Goyer's reflection is more than just a behind-the-scenes anecdote, it's a call to action. In an era where superhero films are often driven by franchise potential rather than emotional depth, Batman Begins is a reminder that the best stories don't start with a villain, they start with a hero's journey.